I'm going to record this. So if I connected a PC to a switch, when PC is transmitting or sending message or data to the switch, the way the message is going to move is that it's going to move from pin 1 and pin 2. That is the white, green, and solid green. And it will be received by the switch from pin 1 and pin 2. Now, when switch wants to respond back to the PC, it will respond from pin 3. Pin 3 will now locate pin 3 here, and pin 6 to pin 6. So this is how communication works through straight through cables. And you see that everything happens only on the data cables, which are the green, as I said before, the green
and the orange.
and orange. So these are the two cables that carries data. You see that everything only occur within the two cables. Now, crossover. If PC, a like device, wants to communicate with another like device, the message will still flow from pin 1 and pin 2. And you know that the end will locate its own end. So from pin 1, it will now be received in pin 3 and pin 6. So when PC, the other end is responding, it will respond from pin 1 and pin 2. It will be received from pin 3 and pin 6. Because of the end, you see orange will still locate its own orange. You understand? So you're supposed to know all these things offhand. Of course, you know that this side is A, of course. This is A and this is B. I know that my A, the first one, pin 1 is orange green, pin 2 is green, and like that and all that. What I just explained now is very important for your exams. Very, very important for your exams. Okay, so let me call it that I am done with cabling. Is there anything I need to talk about cabling? I'm not sure. But you should know that also that this, you can use any one, either crossover or straight through in real life. Systems now in our world or in our technology or in our, how will I put it? In our generation now, they are more intelligent. So they will know how to, they understand and work well. And when you are going to market to buy short cable, it's always straight through, and straight through is always what we use. Whether you're connecting switch to switch, it will still work. But Cisco will still want you to know about crossover and straight through. I don't know. Okay, the exams, I don't, maybe I have to confirm that in the recent exams, but those ones are old technology anyway. So now, we started from basic network component, and we've done justice to all this. Media, I'll come back to wireless. Or can I do it today? Okay, maybe I have to treat wireless now. After, I'll come back to devices. Okay. So cabling, I'm not sure there's any other thing I need to talk about in cabling. Hold on, let me be sure. Cabling, I think I've done what you need to know about cabling.
Sorry, I have a question.
Yeah, ask.
Okay. Beside we have direct connection, that is the T568 using the A
Yeah.
and terminate it the same. That is like a straight wire termination.
Yeah.
That's the green, the orange, the blue, and then the brown and the blue and then the brown. So the question is, can you terminate cable using the B method, both that's the straight, using a straight method and B method? I don't know if you get my question.
Now, can you say that again, please?
Yeah, can you terminate a cable using the B method, but it's still going to be straight?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Okay, it mustn't be A method straight.
It mustn't be A method straight. If you like using B, you make sure that you know that the cable, when you terminate one end, the other end is open. So if
Yeah.
you use one end as A, the other end has to be A. That means it's
Okay.
through
It's
cable.
a straight.
Yeah. If you like using B, if you terminate one end as B, the other end is terminated as B.
Can be B. Okay. Thank you very much.
Straight. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you do otherwise, one end A and the other one B, it is a crossover. So any more questions?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So you called in like devices, you called A cables straight through cables.
In like devices.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You termed it as A to A cables. When you are terminating A cables to A cables, you called it straight through cables.
Yes, straight through cables, yes.
Why, sir, in crossover cables?
Okay.
What will it be termed? Is it that same straight through cables, or is there any other name given to it? Sir? Like A to B. Should it be a straight as well?
No, A to B. If one end is A and the other end is B, it is called crossover. We have to bring up this again. Let me.
Like for unlike devices. Okay.
Okay. Just get it straight again. Okay. Sharing the screen again. This is my screen for straight through. Straight through. Okay. Can you see my screen now? On straight through.
Yes, sir.
Now, if you look at this straight through, you can see that what was used here, what color coding was used here, as in here. What was used here at this end? Can you tell me the number? Is it A or B?
Is A.
Yeah, it's A. So A was used here. Can you tell me the color that was used here? This end.
This A.
Yeah.
A as
It's
same
A.
color.
So it was terminated from A to A. If I decide this guy person is to use A, me if I want to use B and B as a cable, any of this type is referred to as straight through cable. Straight
True.
cable. Straight through cable. And where should I use straight through cable? Is when I want to connect, unlike that's devices that are not similar in their electronics configuration. Unlike, they are not similar. Something like PC, this PC and switch, they are not similar things. Or I'm connecting switch to a router, or I'm connecting a hub to a PC. I'll talk about more about these routers, switches, and hub. So this is only when I can use straight through, or where we can use straight through. That is when you are dealing with unlike devices.
Okay.
But here now, can you see my screen? This end, what is the scheme that was used there?
Which one, sir?
The one I just labeled. This. Maybe I have to share the screen again.
Can't see your mouse. Okay.
Sorry. This. You can see my screen now.
Okay.
Yeah. So this end, what's the scheme that was used? A or B?
This end is A.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A.
here is A. So this side, what was used here?
B.
Exactly. So I have A to B or B to anyhow. So this kind of cable is what we refer to as crossover cable. Crossover
Okay.
cable. That is crossover cable. And where do we use crossover cable? Is when you are connecting like devices. Like devices. And what are the like devices? When you are connecting, as we have here, you are connecting from PC to another PC. As from computer to a computer, or
Up. But
PC to PC, or switch to switch, or hub.
PC to P
Yes, PC to PC,
or hub
to
or
hub, route
or
yeah.
to router. And also of this kind of connection too, I also refer to as like devices, that is switch to hub
yes.
and PC to router, are referred to as like devices. So when you're having these kind of connections, you need crossover cable. And that was
Okay.
then, not now anymore. Like I said, that
Wow.
the computers or the devices we're using now, they are intelligent. So if I am running PC to PC now, instead of using crossover and now use straight through, they will still work. Or if I'm running PC to a switch,
Okay.
I decide to use crossover instead of straight through, it will still work. But I'm just telling you this in
Okay.
case, especially when you are going for your exams. Why I'm saying this is because of I have experienced that yes, this crossover and straight through does not work again because of our technology. What things have changed? Like the devices are more intelligent now. They understand. Unlike before, except when you are using old system, maybe old switches, old routers, and all of that. You may be applying these principles. You understand?
Right.
Okay. So I will go back to, hold on, I'm coming. So I'm canceling these stuff that I don't need. So, I started from hold on please. Like I've cancelled. Hold on please. Please hold on. Okay. So that I started from this basic basic networking components. I've treated so many things. I am still on media, where I said that I treated cables and the remaining wireless. So I want to talk about wireless now.
Wireless. Okay.
Wireless now. Okay, someone was asking, how do we identify Cat 6, Cat 7, and Cat 8? It is always written on the cables. It is always written on the cables. When you're buying the cable, you look at the cable, you will see the category. For instance, let me see if I can get that from internet. Cat, let's say Cat 6. Let me know whether I can see such thing on internet. When you get the cable, you see it written on it. Just as if you buy And when you buy a electrical cable, okay, I think I've seen one. When you buy a electrical cable, when you look at it, you see some write-up on the cable. On the cable, you can read some things about the cable and all of that. So the same way, the same thing is applicable in this our own as well. So look at my screen. You see this particular one, I see it's written in Cat 6. But see this one, I think this one is better. Look at this. This cable, you see Cat 6A, STP. Oh, that reminds me, I didn't talk about that. So it's written Cat 6 and all of that. Can you see this? ISO, IEO, whatever, but my concern is the Cat 6A. That's what is written here. So this is actually a short cable. Because sometimes you can, instead of terminating cable yourself, you can go and buy the one that is already made. So this is a Cat 6 cable and they terminate it with A. That's what it means. They use A instead of B to terminate. So if you're buying this one, you're buying it for a network that has only E. It's not as though if you use Cat 6B, it won't work. No. It's better if you see A, use A all through. If you use B, use B all through. If you can terminate yourself, fine. Okay, that reminds me. In twisted pair, I didn't talk about this before. In twisted pair, they are of two types. We have STP and UTP. Okay, now in twisted pair, we have unshielded twisted pair and shielded twisted pair. What do I mean by that? Hold on. I'll bring up things about what I meant. Okay, look at this, my screen. What you are seeing here is unshielded twisted pair. It doesn't have that a shield. The shield I showed you before in Quassia. Where is that Quassia that I showed you before? All those kind of shield and all of that. Yeah. Foil shield and blade shield. In twisted pair, this one does not have it. So the one that does not have it is what we call we refer to as unshielded. But if it has it, see this one, it has it. We call it shielded. Shielded twisted pair. This one is unshielded twisted pair. Why do we have unshielded twisted pair and shielded twisted pair? Is because of what I've explained to you before. If there's no way I can avoid maybe electrical cable, maybe a cable that is carrying the current. Maybe now I'm running a conduit. I'm running my cable, my data cable through a conduit. I'm going to pass it close to electric cable. I shouldn't use this unshielded. See what I'm supposed to go and use. I'm supposed to go and use shielded so that it will help me to shield the interference coming from electric field on my cable. Do you understand? Or I'm running like my cable and I'm running it close to a microwave. For instance, you see towers. We have there are difference between tower and mast. Mast has 3 legs. Tower has 4 legs. Towers are tinier. They can easily bend. You see towers for people that among organizations that are managing things and all like banks and all of that. But mast is the one that has 3 legs. You see it mostly with the GSM communication industries and all of that, because mast is stronger and bigger or something. So now that's by the way anyway. So if I'm running the cable in a mast, for instance, you know that in mast we have other radios that run in the mask. Sometimes you look at the mask, you see so many radios running on the mask. And all those radios, they have cable that run down, from up to down to their base station, BSS. Now, when you are running such cables, you shouldn't use this. It's not wise to use unshielded. So if you're running such cable, you use shielded twisted pair. We even have something stronger than shielded. We call it I've forgotten what they call it, but that one is more robust, stronger than shielded twisted pair. But they're almost the same family. That one is shielded as well. That one is shielded, but it has other things. You even have earth cable too, and more robust and all. But what I'm saying is that whenever you are running, you are close to anything that will interfere with your cable, like electric field or what do you call it? Microwave or high frequency wave. Don't use this. That's just what I'm trying to say. So twisted pair we have of two types, UTP and STP. Shielded twisted pair and unshielded twisted pair. So maybe I will not talk about why I'm looking at my battery. I might not talk about wireless, but wireless will take me time. So in our next meeting, I'll talk about wireless. But meantime, let me talk. Remind me, please, can someone write this down? I have not talked about wireless. So I'm coming back. I'll come back to wireless. So let me talk. I'm looking at my battery. With my battery stuff, can run hub. I may not even finish this thing. So switch and routers. Ordinary, I'm supposed to finish this thing in a section, although it's not how big anyway. So hub, switch, and routers. I want to give you small characteristics of these three. It helps a lot. I won't talk about, when I finish talking about hub, I won't talk about hub again. Hub is not more in market. You can't even see it in market. It's out of technology. Like, it's out of technology because of the way it operates. No, but even if the time that people were using it itself, I can't even use my money to buy hub because of the way it operates. So I will talk about that. Then where my battery goes off, we'll stop there. So I'm bringing things about hub. Just hold on. I'm not even sure whether I will finish this thing today. My battery runs out. Where is route? Looking at my notes. Please hold on. There's a file that I'm looking for. Gateway. Where are you? Yeah. Okay. Now, I'm canceling these things because I'm done with all of that. I'm canceling this stuff. Done with more. Can I bring up that in place? Okay. I just bump into this. Of course, I explained this thing to you before now. Pin 1 and 2 transmit. 3 and 6 receives. 4, that's for straight through. But for crossover.
Yeah, sorry. So let me quickly ask a question concerning this. What's the function of the other part too? That's the colors.
Yeah, that's important. I'll still talk about that. letter. Now we have blue, we have blue, we have which other color? Brown. That's a very nice
Brown.
question. Blue and brown. Please remind me. The next time we are dealing with under media, we're going to talk about cables and wireless. And inside cable, I still talk about what we call PoE. And which other technology again? Outside wireless. So inside cable, I still talk about what we call PoE. Now, PoE is actually referred to as power over Ethernet. That's power over Ethernet. It's a technology that allows data and power to pass through cable at the same time. PoE technology. It allows power and cables to pass through data. For instance, okay, let me get the again.
Yes, Abba Emmanuel, the noise coming from your end is too high. Can you just mute your mic if you're not talking?
Sorry, please. The person that where this noise is coming from, is there any way you can?
From Abba Emmanuel.
Okay.
Like you can mute. If you're not talking, then you can mute your mic.
The person can tell me so that I can mute the person from here.
It's Abba Emmanuel's mic.
So my mic is clear.
I will mute.
The noise is coming from that place. Huh?
Okay. I can't even do it from here. Hold on, I'm coming. Okay. I think I've muted him. But he's still not responding. Okay, sorry. Asked to unmute.
It's mute now.
It's mute, Abi. Okay. But I'm on mute. Sorry. It's like shit. This thing will disconnect him in 9 minutes. Okay. Look at what you asked. You asked of the cables. I now said that the cables, the blues and what do you call it? The blue and the brown, they were reserved for PoE technology. Now, what do I mean by PoE technology? PoE technology is definition. I'm not reading that. You can type that on Google. PoE technology is a type of technology that allows data and power to pass through the device cable. Now look at this place now. If you can see this, what I can show you, I'm showing you on the browser. Now, if you look at this place now, you see that the switch, I need to increase this so that we can see it well. Shit. Okay, look at this. See the site. I like this site too. I like this site. I have to save it. I like the information I'm getting there. Hold on, please. Okay, I'll talk about this more. So if you look at this place now, you see that this switch is a PoE, is a PSI. I talk about that well, but shortly, what I mean by PoE is, technology is that normally for these laptops, for them to communicate, they have to have power. Even your laptop, your phone, they have to have power for them to work. But PoE technology is a technology that allows power to come from the cable. Just like you can see cameras. You see cameras, if I am mounting a camera, I'm supposed to power the camera. Okay, take it now, for instance now. Okay, if I have, okay, this one explain. I like what this one did here. If I have a printer connected to my switch or connected to my network, the printer will have a power cable, right? And for someone to use that printer, the printer has to be powered. Like I have to connect the printer to electric source before I can now connect my cable to the switch, before someone can print from a printer or the scanner or even desktop computer. I have to connect power cable to it and connect to electricity. But PoE technology will not is a kind of a technology that is being employed into devices in such a way that they don't need external power cord. They receive their power from the Ethernet cable, from your data cable, just our normal twisted pair and all of that. So now, if you're looking at this my screen, you see that we have voice over IP phone, cameras, and APs, access points, and things you can use alarms and all of that. Most of all those gadgets, they employ PoE technology inside of them. So they don't need power. Like voice over IP phone, you don't need to go and buy external power source or power cable to power it. As soon as you connect cable from that phone to the switch, it automatically comes up. The same thing with cameras. Not all cameras. I mean the ones that are that have PoE technology in them. We still have what we call PoE and PoE plus and PoE plus plus. Okay. So the cable, okay, now you know that when switch now is sending data to this phone, for instance, it will use green to transmit and use orange to receive. That means if you are using scheme A, cable scheme A, you use green to transmit, then orange to receive. Now, the blues and the orange, as in the blues and the browns, those ones are uses power. This where this PoE switch will now send the power through. That's the power that will power this PoE device. Now, let me make this thing clearer. I have like 5 minutes. To make it clearer now, if I terminate my cable, for instance, oh, I don't have time. Oh, where is the cable? UTP, where is UTP? Okay. Okay, look at this cable now. If I terminate now, somehow I make mistake and I see that number 4 is not well terminated inside, or number 5.
I can't see your screen.
Can't see the screen.
Oh, sorry. I'm sharing it again. Can you see it now? Hello?
Not yet.
Can you see my
Not
screen
yet.
now?
Not yet.
Huh?
Not yet.
What happened now? I just shared it again.
It's the PoE switch,
Sharing.
the iPhone that is switching.
You can see it now, babe.
No.
I just shared it again. What I'm sharing now, you can't see my screen at all.
See your screen, but it's showing the previous page.
Can you tell me what you are seeing?
These are
That diagram that you have switch at the middle, iPhone,
And all the
IP
devices
camera.
around it.
What you are seeing is the topic is a UTP cable, Sabi.
No.
Not at all.
It's not working with twisted pair. What's the topic of what you are seeing?
It's an online image from this Google.
Oh,
Having a PoE switch, these telephones, cameras,
okay.
Wi-Fi and all that.
Maybe they are giving me time. I have like 3 minutes. If I don't,
Okay, we can go off and come again now.
my battery. I'm looking at my battery. Oh. Don't worry. Let me see if I can use this now.
When is our this class, please?
No, don't worry. What you are seeing now is my browser, Abi.
No. Please, when it's time's up, are we still coming back on?
We can still come back, yeah. But I'm not so sure. I'm not sure you can come back. Oh. You have 2 minutes.
Then when is our next class?
On Sunday as well. The same time.
On Saturday.
Sunday. The same
Okay,
time.
we have class Sundays only.
Only Sundays, yes. The same time.
Wow.
Okay, let me just run this in quickly. Now, the blues and the blues under the cables now, the blues and the which other color? Browns are reserved for PoE. So when switch wants to power any PoE device, it now send the power, the voltage, that's the electric power through the blues and the browns. I'll talk more about that later on. So now it means that if I am terminating cable and I have issues with blue and brown, I can go ahead and do my connections and everything will work, because data transmission works only on the data cable. That's the greens and the orange. So it don't have anything to do with blue and brown. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't terminate your cable well. Now that technology have changed, everything is going around PoE. So if you have issues with your blues and the browns, PoE will not work. Like now, I can connect my camera or connect my voice over IP phone or my radio or my access point or my alarm. And all those devices or gadgets, they use PoE technology. They won't power because your cable is bad. It's not well terminated. But if I'm using such cable on my PC, laptop, and all that, they will still be sharing data and everything, because they only need green and orange. So that's that for PoE. I'll talk more about that when we discuss technology. But for now, because of my battery, you know what? Some other time I'll make proper arrangement for this so that we can stay longer. We just spend like 1 hour 30 minutes. So that's just that for that. So in the next class, I will continue from where I stopped. If you have any question, you have less than 1 minute. Is there any other question apart from what the person just asked? The person asked the question, I hope you understood what I just explained. That all those ones are reserved for power, for PoEs.
Yes, I understood that.
Okay. Maybe in answer of that, we'll just call it a day for now, because I'm not sure whether I'll come back. Okay, you know what? I'll chat you up if I'll